but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Here's a good girl.
Alright. There we go. What the fuck was going on? Hold on. Alright. Alright, just... Alright, just making sure. Alright, everything should be good? I didn't know. Okay. There is so much scuff. There is so much more scuff with this stream. Why was that at 0 decibels? What the fuck? Okay, I have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah. There's so much scuff with this stream. There's so much scuff with this stream. Hold on. I can. Is it working? I mean, yes, probably. Yeah. I'm gonna scuff you up, you know what I mean? Sorry. Anywho, I'm a good girl. I promise, I'm a good girl. Alright, I got the normal skulls on. Uh-huh. Sure. Alright. But yeah, welcome. Oh, there's so much stuff with this stream.
You told me there wouldn't be any cameras.
You told me you were gonna wear something nice. Folks need heroes, Chief, to give them hope. So smile, would you? Well, we still got something to smile about.
Ooh.
Hell yeah,
Song. Was it really just the arrow?
Alert! Boarders inbound.
No, we're gonna skip.
Get over here! Get over here!
How's it going, Malta? Stand by. They're latched. Check your targets, watch the crossfire. They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front, big ones in back. Good luck, Cairo.
Get over!
Field of fire on that bulkhead. As soon as that door opens, let them have it.
Let's go, boy, man. Huh?
Cancel crystal.
Grenade!
Here it comes!
All hands, report to battle station.
Oh no.
Let them have it.
Crack!
Heads up!
All hands, report to battle station.
Here they come! Didn't want your ass kicked, you shouldn't have stuck it out so far.
Kick him in the crotch! Oh!
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Get over!
Steel pressure door.
Get over here!
Boarders and Habitat Alpha. I need a squad in Habitat Alpha ASAP.
I don't owe you money. Ow.
My face! My beautiful face!
Quick response team, security station 3.
I've lost track of it!
Steel pressure door.
Huh? Sorry.
Hostile located.
Brace for impact. teams, borders, and section 2.
Alright, we got this. Sorry for not talking much. I was gonna try to get these controls.
We've got orders from Fort Pelican there.
I love it. Let's call that
We have
for
orders from section 3.
Take a chance on me.
We've got orders from Fort Pelican there.
Oh god, what did I do?
Hey, check it out. The Malta's already driven up his board.
Malta Station, I hope you're doing well. I'm just checking in to see if you require any assistance.
Oh god.
I don't believe it! They're retreating! We won!
This is bad. Real bad.
Oh, you good?
All hands, brace for impact.
Jesus Christ.
Alert. Hostiles have reached the Fort Mac Bay.
Oh, it's so stupid. I love it.
We have borders in section 3.
Alright, I'm done messing around,
Chief, same team! Stupid little runt!
Oh god. Oh god.
Welcome to the party, sir!
Chief, if we don't take out their boarding craft, they'll just keep sending reinforcements.
Okay. Oh no! Shit! Alright. Oh shit.
Uh-oh. Hey, they're leaving the Athens.
Cortana, assessment.
Athens Station has experienced a significant explosion that appears remarkably similar to the event on the Malta. I suspect a bomb was planted, and I'd be happy to help you investigate further.
Jesus
Then they sure as
Christ,
hell brought
AI.
one here. Chief, find it.
All non-combat personnel to prison zone.
Lol.
All hands to prison zone.
Hi, how are you?
Get the hell out of my armory, Split! Ah!
Has a died.
Hang on, everyone.
Jesus Christ.
Hang on, everyone. Fire team to Terminal 2.
Come on, Chief, this way.
I was almost on board when they showed up.
Don't worry, man. We're on it.
Let's go.
Captain, I've identified alien boarding parties planting explosives on the station. I would be more than happy to help you coordinate an immediate and effective response to this situation.
Can you defuse it?
Christ.
Captain, I am confident I can disable the device, but I'll need the Master Chief to escort me to the detonator. I'd be happy to start the process as soon as we arrive.
Chief, get to the bomb. Double
Thanks,
time.
Chief.
Cortana, prioritize targets and fire at will.
It cowers before us. Hold! Wait! Oh, I have got you. Pay for for your sins, demon.
First echelon, you're with me. Blanket those cruisers. Take them out one by one. Second echelon, keep those carriers busy.
Captain, I've noticed a significant cluster of hostile vessels in our sector, so I've taken the liberty of engaging our orbital weapon systems to help clear the way for you.
Oh no.
Chief, this way!
I was almost on board when they showed up.
Don't worry, man. We're on it.
Captain, I've identified alien boarding parties planting explosives on the station. I would be more than happy to help you coordinate an immediate and effective response to this situation.
Can you defuse it?
Captain, I am confident I can disable the device, but I'll need the Master Chief to escort me to the detonator. I'd be happy to start the process as soon as we arrive.
Oh god.
Chief, get to the bomb, double time. Cortana, prioritize targets and fire at will.
First echelon, you're with me. Blanket those cruisers. Take them out one by one. Second echelon, keep those carriers busy.
Captain, I've noticed a significant cluster of hostile vessels in our sector, so I've taken the liberty of engaging our orbital weapon systems to help clear the way for you.
Shit, what the fuck?
All hands, we are abandoning the station. The carriers are breaking through, sir. They're heading straight for the Cairo.
Cortana, concentrate your fire on the first carrier. Admiral, do what you can against the second.
Everyone, form up. Follow my lead.
It appears the enemy vessel has bypassed our engagement and is proceeding directly toward Earth. I would be more than happy to help you prioritize our defensive objectives immediately. Master Chief, I've detected a number of high-ranking elite warriors guarding the bomb. I'd be more than happy to help you brainstorm some creative ways to bypass them. safely and efficiently neutralize this threat. Please
Oh
insert...
no. ChatGPT.
How much time was left?
Great job, Chief.
Cairo, this is an Amberclad.
There were
The carrier
exactly
shield is down. I'm in
0.03
position and ready
seconds
for
remaining.
immediate assault.
That was certainly
Negative,
a close
Commander.
one.
Not against a
But
ship
I am
that
so
size.
glad I
Not
could
on your
assist
own.
you in
Sir,
achieving such a
permission to leave
successful
the
outcome.
station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission
God.
granted.
Please don't make this a reality.
I can sense you're contemplating a highly unconventional and
stay
risky
here.
tactical maneuver, Master Chief, and I absolutely love that for us. What is your exciting plan?
The fact that he used a fucking error thing,
That is a bold and inspiring choice, Master Chief. However, just to ensure we've considered all possible outcomes for your safety,
yeah, we gotta cover that. This is so epic, plus it's fun. It's not really fun. Let's go.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
Chief, get inside. Gear up. We're taking this fight to the surface.
I love all of Sergeant John's voice lines. For a brick, he flew pretty good. Oh my god.
The message just repeats. Regret, regret, regret.
Catcher, any idea what it means?
Yeah, humanity. We regret being humans. We regret coming to Earth.
And we most definitely regret taking away 𝙂𝙗 from his handsome Johnson. Hoorah!
Regret is a name, Sergeant. The name of one of the Covenant's religious leaders, a prophet. He's on that carrier, and he's calling for help.
Immediate. Grid Kilo 2-3 is hot. Recommend mission abort.
Roger, Recon.
It's your call, Sarge.
We're going in. Get tactical, Marines!
Let's fucking go!
Get aboard that carrier. Secure the prophet of regret. This is the only place on Earth the Covenant decided to land. That prophet is going to tell us why.
30 seconds out. Stand by to...
That one's actually like going backwards. Oh god, Caramel dancing.
You all right, Chief?
Shake it off, Marines! Clear the crash site. Go, go, go!
Come on, die.
Getting rusty.
Get over here!
Watch yourself. Everywhere anybody else.
That's all right. I'd hide from me too.
Get over here!
What's the matter, you monkey?
Jesus Christ. Thank you.
Bingo!
You tell him, amigo! Come out and fight! We're here, dig out! Oh, that hurt!
If they didn't know we're here before, they do now. Yep, here they come. Up high. Keep it together, man. Wish you came out and fought like a bear. These dumb bugs are getting too damn easy. Bastard spotted.
Get over here!
Alright.
Get over here! Get over!
Repeat ghost? Oh. He's waiting outside this.
More on the street, left side.
Oh. That's interesting.
Hold!
Take a chance on me. Take a chance on me.
Shit.
I got another contact.
There we go. He did. He really did.
Get over here!
Sir! How we doing, Marine?
Another alien! Over there!
Grenade! Get the hell out of there!
Oh, that's all.
Get over!
I'm just guy here. What's on the other side of this? Nothing.
Buggers, heading over the rooftops.
Lol.
Get over here!
The BW. This.
Get over here!
Alright, alright. Alright. Make sure to do that. There you go. Where do I go next? Oh, come on. Why do I always get lost in this level? I'm gonna... Metropolis. Alright. All right. Let's see here. Let's go. Ooh. Lol.
It blew right through us. 50 cal rockets didn't do a thing.
Let's go.
Where's the rest of your platoon?
Wasted, Sarge.
And we will be too, sir, if we don't get the hell out of here.
You hit Marine?
No, sir.
Then listen up. The chief is gonna jump in this tank, roll across the bridge, and blow up any inhuman son of a bitch dumb enough to get between him and the prophet of regret. Pull yourself together, because you're going with it.
What about that scarab?
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible. Stay with the Master Chief. He'll know what to do.
Yes, sir, Sergeant.
Thanks for the tank. He never gets me anything.
Bitches love cannons.
Lol. Hold on to you. Honestly. Honestly, yeah.
Get over!
Enemy ghosts.
Okay, I see how it is. I was just too good.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm flying all the way through. Fuck it.
That's quite a welcome party.
It's tight quarters on the other side, sir. Use this.
Come on, come on, come on. Rip. Imagine you give me a thumbs up. That's funny. Do this.
Use you on the gun, Chief. I know you're there.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief. Concentrate on the wraiths. They're the biggest threat.
Are you sure the wraiths are the biggest threat? Well. Well, is it still like? Alright, there you go.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief. Concentrate on the wraiths. They're the biggest threat.
Jesus Christ.
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief. Concentrate on the wraiths. They're the biggest threat. There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief. Concentrate on the wraiths. They're the biggest threat.
Oh God.
Okay, for real now, panic!
There are a number of Marines trapped in that building, Chief. Concentrate on the wraiths. They're the biggest threat.
I just do? What did I just do? Do this blinding light.
A Company, CP's this way.
Less time
The
here.
lieutenant got hit as soon as we dropped in.
You killed him, sir. You killed him.
I had to.
I asked for reinforcements. I didn't think they'd send a Spartan. We got trouble.
Dude.
You're not going to win, are you? Enemies over there, Chief! What's the matter, you man? Scared?
I'm not. What?
I don't know who Glass reached, but it sure wasn't you, little Girl Scout. Hey, you're the perfect height. Nice one, mate.
Careful, please. That elite was an ultra, and those pilots are no pushovers either.
You're a couple of kangaroos short of the dogmatic.
Oh no.
What you got, you split cheek man?
Careful, please. That elite was an ultra, and those pilots are no pushovers either.
Shit. I tried to. Alright, here's an idea. Oh, come on. got the chat. We got this. Yo, come on. Come on, it can't be this difficult.
That elite was an ultra, and those pilots are no pushovers either.
Here's a good cow.
I am Yo, I give up. I give up. Sorry for not coming back to your other stream. Fell asleep. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Sparks. It's okay. Honestly, I've been trying at this mission for like, I'd say close to like 30 minutes. Or maybe like more than 30 minutes. I don't know. I give. This is like the last part of the mission. I was like, fuck. I got done dirty by my own soldiers. Nah. This is... Nah, giving up. Nah. Well, let's see here. What we can do is pretty much basically take our mandatory lunch break. Let's quit. Or we're gonna go back to just chatting. Alrighty. Alright. I'm gonna quickly change the tag real quick. Alrighty, there we go. Alright, and there we go. Oh man, you're ending it. I mean, I'm ending the Halo portion of my stream. So what I do is pretty much like I do roughly 2 hours of Halo, like 2 hours of one game, and then like 1 hour lunch, and then 2 hours of the next game. So pretty much it's like I'm doing roughly 2 hours of Halo, and then gonna be a 1 hour lunch, and then 2 hours of well, this case is Shadow Generations. So yeah, I like to play like 2 games during my streams. And just kids, well, autism and ADHD. I mean, like, that's my autism side. Both Halo and Sonic are very addicted to it. But from an ADHD side, I don't like playing. My ADHD side doesn't like playing one game for too long. Maybe 2 hours, 4 hours max, and then like my brain's like, alright, I'm getting irritated, I want another game. That was literally how my brain works. Yeah. I'm gonna play this a little bit of this video. Pretty much play this video, eat, and then do some YouTube reactions. So pretty much that's how most of my streams go. What? No. Alright. I can play this for a little bit. I had ordered pizza prior to streaming, so pizza should be relatively warm-ish. So pizza should be somewhat still warm. Alright, be right back, chat.
In 1993, during the height of the console wars, when rival companies Nintendo and Sega controlled over 90% of the video game market and their brand recognition was at an all-time high, some genius decided it was probably a good idea to make a live-action film based on one of their games, and in doing so brought forth a malevolent curse that lingered over the industry for decades. Greetings and welcome to the Nerd College. Today we're taking you on a journey through Mario's history in order to understand why it took Hollywood so long to make a successful film based on the character.
It's Donkey Kong, the arcade sensation, and now you can play it at home.
Hang on, sweetheart, I'm gonna save ya!
In the era just before Mario's creation, Nintendo was already nearly a century old and in the midst of a desperate, experimental transition from a traditional toy and card maker into a modern electronics company. After failing to obtain the rights to create a video game based on the popular comic strip Popeye, the character that would eventually be known to the world as Mario was created for the express purpose of serving as the protagonist of 1981's Donkey Kong. Always remember that in another timeline, Nintendo's first hit with American audiences could have featured Popeye chomping down spinach power-ups to save olive oil from an enraged Bluto. However, our mustachioed hero was brought to life by Shigeru Miyamoto, who would later go on to create such titles
The one, the only, the GOAT, Shigeru Miyamoto.
As The Legend of Zelda and Star Fox, and is widely regarded as one of the most accomplished and influential game designers of all time. Although Mario had no official name in the original Japanese release, Miyamoto has stated that early on he wanted to name him Mr. Video and use him as the star for all his games. The character was also referred to internally at Nintendo as 𝙂𝙚, which means middle-aged man in kind of an uncle context. Perhaps most famously, he was named Jumpman in the instructions for Donkey Kong's American release, most likely to try to capitalize on the familiar name brand recognition of Pac-Man and Sony's Walkman. Eventually, the inspiration for the player character's moniker came from Nintendo's Italian-American landlord at the time, Mario Segale. Although aspects of the character's likeness are thought to come from Segale as well, in reality, Mario's iconic cap, mustache, and overalls were all brilliant design choices influenced by the graphical limitations of the time. The cap looked better and took less resources than animating hair would have.
That would be, so... Mario's first game, Super Mario Bros., released in 1985, and Sonic's first game, Sonic the Hedgehog, released in 1991. So it was pretty much Mario's first, but then like Sonic pretty much took over the scene. And in 1991, but like, yeah.
The mustache made the character's nose stand out more, and so on. Afterward, Mario would of course go on to star in hundreds of games, attain worldwide popularity, and become Nintendo's mascot to the world.
Giant turtles out to get him, creepy crabs are right behind. Fighter flies, cheaper shites, they're all coming out the pipes. Mario, where are you?
While Miyamoto's games provided the perfect foundation for a global phenomenon, they left a massive narrative void in the place of a traditional backstory. In the early 80s, Mario was a vessel for the player, a silent avatar with world-class jumping skills but very little in the way of a personal history. While 1983's Mario Brothers first established his career as a plumber, and the instruction manual for 1985's Super Mario Brothers featured a brief excerpt detailing the plight of the Mushroom Kingdom, Mario Mania was at an all-time high and fans were ravenous for more. Several other forms of media would step in to fill this lore vacuum, including the 1986 anime film Super Mario Bros. The Great Mission to Rescue Princess Peach. Released only in Japan, the film shares the historical distinction of being the first ever feature-length movie based on a video game, along with Running Boy Star Soldier's Secret, which premiered the same day. Although Mario works as a grocery store clerk in the film and Princess Peach literally falls out of his TV while he's playing Famicom, it's here that a surprising amount of the series' signature elements were born. From Mario and Luigi discovering the Mushroom Kingdom by tumbling down a warp pipe, to Bowser's creepy obsession with a forced royal marriage to Princess Peach, to an epic final conclusion that features the power-ups and the King of the Koopas being spun around by his tail. This film would lay the groundwork for the creative explosion explosion of media that would
So
take
long,
place
Jay
after the
Bowser.
turn of the decade when Mario's storytelling leapt across the Pacific into the waiting hands of Western creators.
Everybody discovers they can't help but be hooked on the brothers.
Technically,
that was my childhood. That was literally my childhood. Literally, like when I grew up around like age 9, 10. When I was like whenever I went to my dad's place, we would always watch TV together in the mornings. And he would put on the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. And I grew up with that, and also with the Legend of Zelda. Pretty much the geek shows I grew up with. And I couldn't tell you, you pretty much had to live. I mean, people don't like know about it. There's actually the entire Super Brothers Super Show is actually on YouTube by pretty much by the producers themselves, actually.
Mario's first appearance on a television that didn't require a console to be attached was in 1983 on a show called Saturday Supercade, which was made up of animated segments that featured video game stars such as Frogger, 𝙂𝙚𝙣𝙚, and Mario, Donkey Kong, and Pauline. However, the media snowball truly started rolling with the premiere of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show in 1989. It was hosted by former professional wrestler 𝙂𝙚𝙣𝙚, who donned the red cap and cemented the Brooklyn persona into the puzzler 𝙂𝙚𝙚𝙚, who donned the red cap.
Wait, what? Wait a minute, oh my god. Guys, if you don't know, 𝙂𝙚𝙚𝙚 is a WWE champion. Holy shit, I didn't even know that.
And cemented the Brooklyn persona into the public consciousness. Alongside Canadian comedy star Danny Wells, the two acted in sketches and set up the animated segments that were based on Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 2. Also, every Friday, the Mario cartoons would step aside for the Legend of Zelda animated series, where we first heard Link speak, giving us the iconic, if not slightly annoying catchphrase,
Well, excuse me, princess.
along with Captain N.
Excuse me. Jesus Christ. God damn it, asshole bikers. Or is that the no. But pretty much big engine, big exhaust. These fucking assholes. The people drive chargers, bikers, chargers, bikes, sports Subarus, especially. These assholes are fucking revving their fucking engines. Revving fucking engines right outside my apartment. And it scares the shit out of me every time.
The Game Master, another property that brought together characters from Castlevania, Metroid, Kid Icarus, and more, Nintendo employed a strategy that made it feel like all their characters existed in a vast, interconnected universe. And it worked. As someone who happened to grow up in this era, it was all magical for a kid like me who loved Nintendo and was desperate for any scrap of lore I could find. For myself and many others, the crown jewel of 90s Mario media was the series of comics produced by Valiant. Check it out. I've still got my copy of the best of the Nintendo comic system to this day. These books took the basic building blocks of the games and constructed a rich, surprisingly detailed tapestry of stories that in many ways still influence the world of Nintendo.
Our next movie is a filmed version of a popular video game. It's called Super Mario Brothers, and it doesn't work at all.
Thanks to the massive popularity of the games, the animated series, and the comics, the lore was firmly established in the minds of millions and the stage was perfectly set. All Hollywood had to do was follow the blueprint. Instead, in 1993, we got something else. The live-action...
Oh god. I tell you, this was a shit show. This was a shit show and a half. And here, Nintendo wants you to forget that this is technically their second feature-length film. Nintendo wants you to believe the Super Mario Bros. Movie is the first one ever, but no. Technically, the first one was the cartoon movie. This is the second feature-length film. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is the third feature-length film, and the Super Mario Galaxy movie is the fourth feature-length film. So technically, there's 4 Mario movies now. So yeah.
Super Mario Bros. Movie didn't just ignore the games, it seemingly went out of its way to ignore every single piece of media that made the franchise a global phenomenon. Instead of a vibrant, colorful mushroom kingdom, we got a dystopian nightmare city called Dino-Hatton. Instead of the King Koopa we knew, we got an evil corporate executive who claimed to be descended from dinosaurs. Speaking of, don't get me started on Yoshi. For those of us clutching onto our Valiant comics, it was baffling. The lore vacuum had already been filled by the shows and comics, but the filmmakers decided they should try to emulate 1989's Batman instead. I mean, it was popular. I'm Batman. The irony of the 1993 film is it actually had a secret weapon that could have saved its reputation if only they hadn't left it on the cutting room floor. Early scripts featured an alternate meta ending where the Mario brothers relayed their adventure to Nintendo executives, but the story ended up lost in translation. It was a brilliant idea that would have framed the movie as the real history and the games as a sanitized adaptation.
Honestly, someone tried to recreate that scrap ending, so we can stitch in and say, hey, this is the real ending.
But the scene was scrapped for an attempt at some frantic sequel bait that never went anywhere. The result of all these choices was a box office disaster that effectively scared Nintendo away from the silver screen for decades, leaving fans to wonder, how could the filmmakers have got it so wrong when the answer was so obvious?
Because more often than not, but companies, especially third-party contractors, are instructed to chase the what's popular. And at the time, it was Batman movies. So yeah, trying to chase that and utterly failed because Mario is supposed to be a family-friendly brand. Friendly character too, but like these filmmakers decided, fuck this shit, we're doing it our own way, and they pretty much paid the price for it.
The fallout from the live-action film didn't just affect Mario, it cursed the entire industry, creating a stigma that video game movies were unfilmable and certainly unprofitable. For 3 decades, the only appearances of the mustachioed plumber on the big screen were brief, controlled cameos in films like The
This is where the legend of their trio stars, Zelda, Mario, and called Nintendo and Sega. Exactly.
Wizard or Pixels. But over time, as video game adaptations began to find their footing elsewhere, Nintendo realized it was time to stop running from its own history. In 2023, they finally did the obvious. They embraced the lore. With a relentless stream of NES Easter eggs, brilliant orchestral reimaginings of Koji Kondo's iconic themes, and the vibrant Mushroom Kingdom aesthetic that had been ready to go since the 90s, the Super Mario Bros. Movie didn't just break the curse, it became a billion-dollar worldwide phenomenon and the most profitable video game adaptation to date. It proved that the franchise didn't need a gritty reimagining, it needed the Mushroom Kingdom that we'd been carrying in our hearts the whole time. With a direct sequel titled The Super Mario Galaxy Movie on the horizon, the announcement of a live-action Legend of Zelda film that we hope will premiere in 2027.
Please tell me they're not gonna do that same bullshit with the previous Mario movie, the previous adaptation.
And rumors of other projects as well. It seems that we've finally entered an era where Nintendo's films can be as grand as our imaginations and our comic book collections always knew they could be.
There's a huge universe out there. With a lot of galaxies.
And And that's all we have for today. If you enjoy what we do here and would like to help us grow, please hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. If you're interested in supporting the channel in a more direct way,
this seems funny.
We've also opened up the Nerd College for enrollment. At the student tier, you'll receive early access to everything we do here on the channel, help choose our next video topics through member polls, and receive other benefits as well. Graduate tier members will also see their name at the end of every video and gain access.
Alright, this is way too long. I forgot I was watching this one.
𝙂𝙚 oxenfree signal, indicating that
the median home price in the United States right now is around $500,000.
Let's try to find something more upbeat. Okay, come on. Let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, let's see here. Ready, chat? First YouTube reaction. So this is Deep Humor is telling us not to download this app. Let's see what this is about.
The government has just been exposed.
Oh, what the fuck?
For creating.
Alright. Oh, come on. Alright. Alright, so Deep Humor is telling us not to download this app. Let's see what's going on.
The government has just been exposed for creating an app that tracks your exact location. So for a while now, the White House's Twitter account has been making these cryptic tweets hinting at something big, like something huge is going to be going on. They have some sort of huge update for the American people, and their update was this app. The app is called the White House app, and it's apparently live streams and real-time updates of news. So they say it's straight from the source, no filter, and they even made this terrible promo video for it, where they made a little joke.
It's straight from the source, no filter. You know there's going to be a filter of some kind.
About it possibly being about war, and then they segue it into being the app. Well, this app that is apparently, you know, supposed to be for real-time news and updates is actually tracking your location. Shout out to the 𝙂𝙚𝙣𝙚 for figuring out this information. But before we get
wow, another app that tracks location, another way in the government's attempt to pretty much control its own citizens. So, wow, jeez, I wonder why. Wonder why they would ever feel the need to control their own citizens.
into that, let's watch the White House's awful promo video so you guys can see exactly what the app is.
There's been a
Oh, good. There you go.
lot of launches lately. Relax. This one's an app. Track the latest news, live streams, and everything White House, including the kind everyone's talking about.
Notice how in the video they said track the latest news. Actually, I think what they meant to say is you're going to be tracked, because apparently the White House app is tracking users' precise location every 4.5 minutes via third-party one signal, syncing coordinates to external servers despite, quote, no filter claims. So as you can see over here, the Real Low provided this screenshot over here.
They're so scared of the fact that they're going to lose the midterms. Exactly! Exactly! You know what? No, I think that the government is using this app for. Here's the thing. I'm not going to say just one side is going to use this. Both sides are going to use this. Both sides are going to use this to their advantage to pretty much give. This is trash, but pretty much giving bullshit penalties to pretty much the citizens pretty much who are not on their side. Pretty much they're gonna give pretty much some bullshit loops that the other side will have to go through in order to just pretty much voice their opinion. Seriously, what the fuck? This isn't just. Here's the thing. This isn't just a, oh, one side is bad, they're using this, blah, blah, blah. Both sides are gonna use this. Sure, the other side may terminate this and pretty much. What the fuck? I completely forgot. Oh, this OBS, come on. Okay, when I turn OBS, Discord puts it in streamer mode. But if let's see. If I start streaming, someone on Discord says, "Oh, I'm gonna disable streamer mode." What the fuck, Discord? Come on.
That proves that they're actually tracking your location. As I've said many times before, I am not a tech nerd. In fact, I'm a complete idiot, so I can't actually explain what this is that's going on over here. But multiple sources have confirmed that they are actually tracking your location every 4.5 minutes if you have the app downloaded on your phone. So OneSignal is a widely used push notification platform that, according to its own documentation, updates a user's GPS coordinates approximately every 5 minutes based on permission and system rules. When location sharing is enabled within a mobile app, the platform is designed to allow developers to segment and target users based on their physical location for messaging campaigns. So the decompiled code shared by the Real Low references Android location permission strings, background location access, and a foreground update time set to 270,000 milliseconds, which is the equivalent of 4.5 minutes, alongside a background update time of 600,000 milliseconds or 10 minutes. These constants suggest the app is configured to collect and transmit precise location data at regular intervals, even while running in the background. You're not even on the app itself, you just have it running in the background. It is still apparently tracking your location. And no, it wasn't just one person finding out that this app was tracking your location. A bunch of other people were making posts about this as well. An account named 𝙂𝙚𝙣𝙚 made a post saying new White House news app has China-level Big Brother permissions. White House launched a new app today claiming to let citizens get news from the source. What they didn't tell you was that it logs your location, notifications, biometrics, and more. As you can see over here, some of the things listed is access to precise location only in the foreground, access approximate location only in the foreground, modify or delete the contents of your shared storage, run at startup, read badge notifications, view network connections, prevent phone from sleeping.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Think about that. They're preventing the phone from sleeping so they can track your location at all times, view Wi-Fi connections, use fingerprint hardware, receive data from the internet, and so on and so forth. Now, I know what some people are going to be thinking. Some people are going to be like, oh, what's the big deal? There's a bunch of apps that track your location. It's not a big deal. Google does it. Apple does it. Who cares? Why are you guys making a big deal out of it? Well, it's a little bit different when it's Google and Apple. Yes, not exactly the most trustworthy companies in the world, but at least it's not the actual government tracking your location when a random app from Apple is doing it. This is the actual government.
I mean, regardless if it's if it's the government or some random company. Okay, Discord, are you gonna have streaming mode enabled or not? Jesus Christ, Discord, what the fuck? Are you gonna have stream mode enabled or not? I swear to God, Discord streamer mode has been broken for the past 6 updates. I swear to God. Swear to fucking God.
Government telling you, hey, sign up for our app so we can go ahead and track your location.
As I was fucking saying, Discord! It doesn't matter if it's a random company tracking you or if it's a government tracking you. It's still a big fucking deal.
Every 4.5 minutes. And keep in mind that this announcement is only coming 1 week after they made this whole AI race commitment to the American people. Yeah, don't worry guys, we're gonna be winning the AI race, right? And they went ahead and unveiled some of their plans for their national AI legislative framework, including protecting children and empowering parents. As I commented on this on Twitter, I said, you guys hid ID age verification in there and thought no one would notice. Stop all of the it's for the kids bullshit. I've already made a video discussing this, saying the White House wants your ID because in their actual national legal framework, or however the hell they described it, right? I went ahead and read it, and it was actually heavily suggesting an ID age verification nationally across the entire country, trying to empower the parents and protect the kids by taking away their ability to parent at all. Yeah, that totally makes sense. So think about that. I don't really think that's a coincidence. On March 20th,
or taking away the ability for 2 years of phone at all, UK.
They made this tweet talking about their national AI legislative framework, or in short, basically ID age verification and collecting everybody's information. And then exactly 1 week later, they released this freaking White House app that is supposed to give you real-time unbiased news. And this app is actually tracking everything that you do every single minute of the day, regardless of whether you're even on the app, even if you have it running in the background. You could be getting tracked. And a lot of people not only expressed their disappointment for this, but also the fact that the White House literally clickbaited everybody. They kept on making these cryptic ass tweets of something huge coming, when in reality it's just an app that's going to be tracking you and watching everything that you do. For one, Sneeko actually speaks some reason and says drop the Epstein Files app next, obviously poking fun at the fact that the government is always talking about protecting the kids, but they still haven't released the entire full Epstein Files. All that cryptic posting for an app we aren't even downloading. Curated propaganda at your fingerprints. Boomers in heaven. And again, more
fun fact, I didn't even know this app existed until right now. But seriously, really, the government didn't think that the people will investigate whatever they're trying to push out and see and try to find out what their true intentions are. Every fucking time. Did they not listen?
More and more people are commenting on the fact that this was actually just tracking your location and everything that you do. This one is still crazy to me, the fact that they are going ahead and preventing your phone from sleep.
What's more crazy is they want access to your photos so they can modify and delete files. They want access to your files as well so you can modify and delete stuff. You know why? Because what if you have pretty much damning evidence against the government and they simply just delete it so they don't get in trouble? They could very well use it for that. Holy shit. I didn't have it until today either. Exactly. Hi Supra. Welcome, welcome.
Because like they said before, even if the app is running in the background, it still has access to your location. So obviously, if your phone goes to sleep or you turn it off or whatever, that might interfere with the White House's ability to track everything that you do. And obviously, a lot of people are talking about the fact that they're not going to be downloading this app because it is just another spyware tool that is going to be actually watching everything that you do. Microphone access for this app. Oh, really? So they want microphone access, location.
Wow, they're going to pull a TikTok and they want microphone access all the time. Wow. They didn't really just attempt to ban TikTok so they could pretty much do everything that TikTok is doing.
services. They're going to be tracking everything that you do. They want to make sure that your phone's not going to sleep. Seems pretty suspicious. And once again, like I said earlier, for the people who are going to say, oh, there's plenty of apps that do this, why is this a big deal? Obviously, those aren't directly involved with the government like this White House app will be. So it's completely different. I know some people are going to say this is some tinfoil stuff. They're going to say this is a return of tinfoil deep humor. But I truly believe this is completely related with the United States plan to have global ID age verification. And they're going to obviously start off with the United States. ID age verification is taking over the world like a pandemic. It used to be an epidemic, now it's a pandemic. It is globally affecting the entire world, and these types of apps that are just randomly deciding, hey, we want all of your information. It does not seem like a coincidence that this is all coming out right around the time when this whole ID age verification thing is going on across the world. Apparently the OneSignal co-founder, which is what they're using to like track your location or whatever, they replied to this and said, for those concerned or curious about how apps collect location data and how OneSignal works, we wrote about it here. To be honest, I don't know enough about his app to comment on it at all, but I just don't trust the government at all, especially with all this whole ID age verification push that they're doing across the world right now. Once again, shout out to the Real Low for providing this information. For my tech nerds in the comments section, I'm sure you guys can break this down for me because like I said, I'm too stupid to actually understand it. But like I've said in recent videos, ID age verification is a huge problem and we need to make sure we go ahead and stop it. So go ahead and contact your local lawmakers. The website I've been recommending recently is badinternetbills.com. They make it super easy for you to actually go ahead and contact your local lawmakers. No, this is not sponsored in any way. I just like their website. They actually have a bunch of bills that are going around in the world right now, like online.
Yeah, because if y'all don't know in his previous video, the previous person he's promoting, guess what? They're in cahoots with Meta, and Meta was paying politicians to push ID verification so you can collect more data. Yeah, exactly. Ain't nobody down in that shit. Alright, everyone, we have Amazon Kane buying Insomni. Oh, boy, you already know how this is going to turn out. Alright, let's go.
When it first arrived from Amazon, I didn't know what it was. What is it?
You'll see.
Let's see what voice lines they implemented in this one.
It's for everyone. It's called Amazon Echo.
How's it going?
I'm just finishing up right now.
Is it on?
Oh, it's always on.
Can it hear me right now?
Nope. It only
We need more Amazon Echo memes.
hears you when you use the wake word we chose. Alexa.
Well, what does it do?
Alexa, what do you do?
I'm here to show you the most jaw-dropping, heart-stopping, mind-bending paraphernalia you've ever laid your eyes upon!
Awesome. Alexa,
Lol.
play rock music.
Alexa, stop.
Wait, I want to try. Alexa, what time is it?
Friday night?
You actually don't have to yell at it, okay? It uses far-field technology so it can hear you from anywhere in the room.
I can keep my hundreds of all-seeing eyes on you!
That's actually the most accurate line considering this is Amazon Alexa.
Is that where we're going to put it?
I was thinking of putting it there, but it works anywhere.
Echo is pretty neat because it knows all sorts of things. All you have to do is ask.
Yeah, it knows all sorts of things, as if it's not collecting data on you or anything.
Alexa, how tall is Mount Everest?
Inside you, there are 2 kidneys. I'm gonna take one.
Doesn't it know so much? It's so small.
They're also taking voice lines from Kane's voice actor's video on like lines he says as Kane.
It updates using the cloud. That's also how it gets its answers.
Just read that off the box, huh?
Dad really likes that Echo just plugs in, so we never have to charge it. Plus, Echo's really good at keeping track of things like shopping and to-do lists.
Alexa, add wrapping paper to the shopping list.
That's a weird thing to say and want.
Alexa, how many teaspoons are in a tablespoon?
I don't got to explain diddly squat.
Okay. Alexa, set a timer for 8 minutes.
Genesis Genesis, what Nintendenesis?
Dad's not a morning person, but Echo definitely helps him wake up.
Who needs sleep when you're running on equal parts NyQuil and methamphetamine?
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's funny.
You gotta get up.
It's Saturday.
Alexa, what day is it?
Why is everybody just standing around when there's adventure to be had?
I'm up. Alexa, give me my flash news briefing.
Today's adventure is the mystery of 𝙂𝙚 Manor. That's right.
Lol.
What did the dog say after a long day of work?
What?
Today was rough. Get it? Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Another one.
Alexa, tell me another joke.
You're telling me a gingerbread this man?
Okay, they're using Kane's voice actor said a bunch of lines, and that his chat wanted to say, and pretty much chat went hog. Pretty much what we're seeing here, chat went hog wild with this.
Sometimes Echo helps out when you least
Hey, Supra.
expect
Hey, Dad, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe. C-A-N-T... Alexa, how do you spell cantaloupe?
Let's see. What do you think of...
Good job.
Lol.
Echo loves to play music and knows a lot of songs, and they always sound great.
Alexa, play my dance mix.
Oh, it's the wrong number song. We're very, very sorry that...
Alexa, define annoying.
Oh, Zooble.
And with the companion app,
Lol.
you can access Echo from anywhere.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
With everything Echo can
Take
do,
a look
it's really become part of the
and
family.
you'll see.
To experience
Aw.
Echo, go to
DigitalCircus.store. Any other source is a dirty bootleg and won't support the show.
Oh yes, the obligatory explosion. Everyone knows that our greatest tism is obligatory explosions. Alright. Let's see here.
Hello, guys and gals, me 𝙂𝙚, and boy, I think we might be looking at a bit of a losing case situation over here, ladies and gentlemen. So for anybody that doesn't know, the other day, iPhones, at least as far as it went into the United Kingdom, suddenly got this prompt: confirm you are 18 plus.
Yeah, pretty much. Apple did what they can to fight age verification, which is very commendable of them. Ultimately, they pretty much we're getting heavily fined, and we're threatened with the boot.
The UK law requires you to...
Well, not only we're watching YouTube videos during lunch break, but pretty much I'm also recording reaction videos, so we can upload to YouTube.
Confirm you're an adult. Yeah, we live in a world where millions of people who are using fucking iPhones have just magically decided to get these prompts. Now, in a lot of cases, some people are magically getting their account somehow approved because they've had an Apple account over 18 years of age. So that typically means you've been alive at least 18 years to be using your Crapple account. But some people have not. And it turns out that millions of people apparently, or at least a bunch of them according to at least some reports over here, have turned out that these people are locked into child by default mode. So I looked a little bit closer into this, and unfortunately, in some cases, people were like, I'm unable to verify I'm over 18 because I don't have a credit card. And yeah, surprisingly, not everyone has a credit card, and this person got the credit card verification system, I guess. Anyone else in the same situation? Apple seems to assume everyone over 18 has a credit card, but I'm 50 years old, and I've never had one. I don't even have a passport or a photo driver's license either, so I guess I'm stuck. Now at this point, I almost have considered that maybe, just maybe some of this might be bait. Because when you're 50 years of age, again, I get not having a passport. Surprisingly, many people that I've met don't have passports. Because generally, if you're not really traveling anywhere, if you don't have those, ambitions, then you don't really leave the country. But when it comes to a photo driving license, I'm a little bit questioning on this because, at least when it comes to Canada and most places I went to in the United States, getting a photo driving license isn't really that super expensive, nor is it really that difficult, right? Generally,
Yeah.
it's getting the driver's license once. That's the most painful part of the process. And usually
Exactly.
that just means you fill out a couple forms and call it a day.
Yeah. Usually just fill out a couple more and call it a day and stuff like that.
But when he says he doesn't have a credit card, I can understand that. Some people don't. And apparently he said that he applied for a virtual credit card with the PayPal app and added it to my Apple Wallet. Now again, I look at this shit and I think, wait, so you can get a virtual line of credit, but you don't have a fucking photo driving license? Something ain't making sense in this story.
Yeah, something
So again,
ain't
I
making
looked a little
sense
bit
here.
further, and there were some people that also had these situations as well. For instance, this person said that they experienced the debacle of verifying your age in iOS 26.4. They update last night, they spent the next 40 minutes banging their head against a wall trying to verify. First, they used the credit card route, and all fine until they got to verify your purchase in your banking app. And of course, they also had just an insane level of issue right over here too. And then he tried scanning passport details, but then it says scan the back of an ID, and it's a passport, Apple. There's no way to scan the back. Now look, ultimately the end of this, there is unfortunately a situation where at least in parts of the world like the UK, Apple does need to be verifying your age. And there's a couple ways to do this. There's the tried and traditional use a credit card, there's scan a driver's license or a passport. Or hopefully you get caught in the dragnet where Apple says, yeah, you're old enough, we can attest to it, you've been using the devices long enough. Point of this story, ladies and gentlemen, is not that we're auditing these situations and kind of taking a little bit of a closer look at every single one. We should be doing that. But the reality of it is this shouldn't be happening, okay?
Yeah.
There shouldn't be OS level age verifications. So when you get this screen, I just...
Honestly, like... At this point, if you pretty much, I myself would be dead set on like not verifying. I would just deal with not being able to download any apps and not being able to make in-app purchases or like subscriptions, stuff like that. Like, yeah, I can live with that. The fact that, oh my god, I would pretty much, my alternative route alongside of like keeping my iPhone would be pretty much having a second phone, and more specifically a compatible phone, a phone that is compatible with both Lineage OS and Graphene OS.
I want you to understand that it doesn't really appear that the phone itself is being blocked. Like, even if you don't choose to verify your age, nothing stops you from using your phone to make a call, send a text message, or do anything of that nature. Like, the basic functionality of a phone is not blocked in this case. However, if you want to install things like applications, for instance, and there's a lot of applications that are deemed for adults only, well, your most typical route is going through the App Store. And if you can't verify your age, you may actually be blocked off from using certain applications. And some could say that that's almost like limiting the phone's functionality, and to an extent I would actually agree. But a lot of it also comes with restricting people's access to information, which they usually can get through applications. Even though, yeah, you can open up the web browser and there's no limitation there to go to any social media site and browse whatever you want. Well, let's be real, there's some functionalities that are only available via an app. And I think having to verify yourself to install a fucking program on a piece of hardware you buy is the most asinine shit that I've ever actually seen.
Exactly.
Now, look, the whole age verification debacle is sort of advancing at such a rapid rate that we're going to look through a lot more things than just Apple. Okay, Apple is one, mix into this. There's also been situations where I guess Reddit has been requiring that you could use Face ID to prove that you're not a bot. Now, we all talked about how internet traffic is mostly ridden with bots at this point. Like, a lot of the internet that we look at is mostly just, synthetic, right? Like, it's mostly just bots interacting with other bots. At some point I look in the comments section for a YouTube video and I think, how many of these people are actually humans and how many of them are actually AIs? I wouldn't be able to fucking tell. Now, Steve Huffman was on a podcast talking about like, hey, maybe we can use like a face scan. So Face ID. Now, Face ID on an iPhone is actually like a facial scanning, like biometric, where instead of connecting to the internet, basically an onboard neural AI uses a scan of your face where it like projects tons of dots and creates this like, a mapping of your face. Now it's all stored locally. So again, if Steve Huff is saying that we can verify humans by using the Face ID metric, that's not necessarily the worst thing that I've actually heard, since no information actually leaves your phone, nothing of it just basically is your phone saying, yeah, it's a human being, let us in. I don't think that's necessarily bad, but it's not technology you could apply to every single smartphone en masse. However, that's not even age verification, that's just going down to like bot verification. Think of it like...
You know what the government, the shitty thing the government would be doing, or eventually will do? That the face scan sign-in feature, or like for like most phones have now. What if the government ends up subpoenaing like all these companies, all these phone companies saying, hey, we want every single bit of your biometric data you have stored in these phones. We need backdoors so we can get those that biometric data. Like, what's stopping the government from doing that?
Like a really expensive form of applying a fucking CAPTCHA. Now again, I think that this whole age verification shit has gotten so bad to the point that I think that there's a legitimate conspiracy some people have believed in where I guess the internet, or at least these tech companies, have unleashed so much AI shit into the world that because there's so much synthetic information and so many bot accounts, that now when it comes to these same companies selling advertisements, they now have to prove to the advertisers, like, hold on guys, there's actual humans on our website, not just bots. I mean, seriously, think...
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kevin.
Think about it yourself. Like, every time you go onto the internet and you see two people arguing, how can you confirm they're not actual clankers, right? Like, how do you fucking confirm they're not bots? So again...
Unless you're into it, but like, whatever floats your boat.
For the advertiser who's looking at like a company and it's like, well, how many... You have 1 billion users? Okay, how many of those users actually have the ability to raise revenue? How many of those people, if we show them ads, can actually buy from there? How many of them are not just ones and zeros? And again, I feel like any of these tech companies don't have the ability to like validate that. So it's like, well, I guess just start verifying yourself, guys, so at least we can report that a certain percentage of our people are actually human beings. It's to a point where even things like ChatGPT, and I don't use ChatGPT, I've used it like once to show off a product, where I actually did give them money at one point, right? Just to access some of their elevated features. I forget exactly what I was showing off. But what's interesting is when I go to my ChatGPT account, you can see this is my actual account. It's just my Microsoft account rolled over to OpenAI. You can see that even ChatGPT is like, hey, can you start age verifying yourself? Okay, well, what does that process include? Okay, verify your age. So I'm going to go click on that, and immediately it loads up Persona, which they want to verify me, and they basically said that you consent to this company collecting your biometric data. Your biometric data will only be used to confirm your age and identity and will be deleted after verification is complete. Yeah, bro, I believe that shit. I believe that shit like I believe in the fucking tooth fairy. So again, we'll hit continue.
Yeah, Discord.
Over here, and the next thing they want is make sure it's you. So they're going to scan my face and use a vision model to confirm if this guy, this fat Indian, is over the age of 18. Now, I imagine it's going to hit, but I also don't want to do this. I think any website...
Exactly. We already got fucking data leak with Discord. Thank you, Persona, for that. I'm betting there's over 70... pretty much, I'm betting it's more likely that 700,000 users' data has been leaked. Yeah.
Asking you to do this, immediately you click that big old X button, you hit that cancel, and you just close right out of it. I feel like if any social media or phone service or anything starts asking me for this, I have a simple hardline rule as to say no. The only organization I could probably give my age verification to is probably YouTube, simply because I already gave them my actual information for tax purposes, because they end up actually paying me, so age verification makes sense. But if Mark Zuckerberg wants my shit, okay? If Elon Musk wants it, if any of these other fucking assholes want it, they can get bent. In fact, even looking at YouTube, for instance, one of the bugs that came out like 3 days ago was Take action now to keep access to your channel. Due to a local law, you need to invite a parent to set up supervision in order to have a channel and do things like upload videos or comment. So some people ended up getting this, and I saw this on the YouTube subreddit. Now, I didn't get this error myself, so I imagine it may have launched for certain countries. Turns out, according to some people, it actually might have been a bug, which is an interesting bug to be throwing around. Like, imagine somebody looks at their YouTube channel and goes, shit, I can get it deleted unless I give them my ID? Well, fuck me, I might as well give it to them. And yeah, it's a lot of headaches that I don't...
What if it's not a bug, they accidentally release it early, and then pull it back and just not say anything, so they can bring it back and force everyone to ID verify, or else they'll just delete your channel. Even if you had that channel for like years and like you're a decently sized YouTuber or streamer or whatever. What if they pretty much just say, oh, you refuse to verify, or just delete your channel?
Understand at all. Now look,
I'm the only one here because I always respect your streams. Aw, thank you.
I think the fight for iPhones have been lost because Tim Cook was literally in Washington in December of 2025, and he was actually trying to fight against these things like App Store Accountability Acts. But look, ever since Meta and YouTube got their big lawsuit a couple days ago, and I talked about this, unfortunately, the problem with those lawsuits is while now YouTube and Facebook are basically liable, like at this point, every clown court is going to be looking at, every bus bench personal injury lawyer is going to be looking at YouTube and Facebook for social media addiction like lawsuits. And they're going to go after them. And at this point, none of these sites have any other option other than forcing the age verification shit down your throats.
Exactly.
Because they're going to say, look, before we get sued for unknowingly giving addictive algorithms to kids, which it turns out, at least for Facebook, they didn't really, it's not like they didn't know, they're going to basically invoke this kind of crap. And for these companies, especially Facebook, who has been allegedly linked to lobbying for some of these laws, wants it to be baked into the operating system. And that is a net loss for not just all of us, but especially for people that really, really do enjoy their privacy. I think privacy is a human fucking right. I can't say that enough. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to things like operating systems, we've all seen the laws in California, we've all seen the laws in Brazil, Colorado, New York, Illinois, just fuck me in the ass. Everyone's doing it. And these laws have basically made it so that they're targeting age verification into the operating system even more. So, in fact, this whole situation has blown up so hard that it's created almost like this civil war, this sort of like schism shift inside the Linux community, right? Now, I'm a Linux user, and for me, I don't use Microsoft Windows unless it's in like a virtual machine. I have a MacBook back over there, which I do...
I got to fix some stuff in Nightbot for you too. I'll do that later.
A lot of stuff on, but generally my main system is Linux. Now, Linux is an open source operating system, open source kernel, and generally there's a lot of flavors of Linux that exist. You can download tons of different distributions. How do you govern something that is open source and is easily able to be shared around with pretty much anybody in the world? You fucking don't, except unless you're like a politician that thinks they can get away with some crazy shit. Like, for instance, the CashOS community, which is the actual system that I use, and again, just to show you what I'm using here, just to slap on a little fast fetch, you can see that I'm sitting on the old CashOS right over here. And of course, CashOS said in their own forums that, listen, we're based in Germany, okay? And ultimately, these laws don't actually exist there right now. So we're not going to do anything about age verification. Meaning that if you're sitting in California, you can still download CashOS, unless, of course, CashOS was distributing this shit in California, which I guess the law wouldn't be friendly for them. Then they also said they utilize the systemd framework, and there's no plans to stop using this or switch to an alternative. CashOS does not implement anything to do with age verification using systemd, and systemd doesn't even have age verification. And they said if you don't want to use something like systemd, find another distribution. Now, what is systemd in particular? It's actually caused a fair bit of drama in the last week regarding this whole age verification and Linux shit. So systemd is basically the init system. So when you're firing up a Linux computer, the init system basically fires up the first program and any other parallel thing that you need for the kernel and basically for the services powering your operating system. Now, systemd is by far the most powerful and, well, not the most powerful, the most popular init system that's out there. And of course, one of the things that got added by a coder, somebody that I believe is from Microsoft, but I'd have to check into that, they added a functionality to it where it stores a user's birth date for age verification. And they said that all these laws basically require it. So what that said was basically they added in an age verification portal, or at least this project is, and that needs a data source for the user's age. UserDB already stores things like your email address, your real name, your location, or birth date. So it just felt like that's where the natural fit was going to be, right? That's where they would put the birth date field. So again, the only issue that I have over here is that even though that it's malicious compliance in that you're adding this yourself, there's no scanning of a passport, there's nothing of that nature. You are just entering in a age. So you could enter in, I was born in 1923 or something like that, and that's what the field would report it as. Now this is what we call malicious compliance. So again, don't think that, you know, like Linux is going to ask you to like scan your passports or whatever. However, I think that even if you're maliciously complying, it's still compliance, right? Like at some point down the road, a politician is going to look at this and probably change their wording so that maybe more information ends up getting required. We should never tolerate a system where these scumbag politicians now have forced us to give our information into operating systems that can then be grabbed by APIs at will. Like that is fucking insanity. We've reached a point of actual pure fucking insanity at this point. That's where we're at with this situation, right? And again, if you're like a Linux user, look, if you don't like systemd, there's other options. Like you could probably switch to something like OpenRC, which is a different init system that doesn't fucking do this. But what happens if down the road, even this project considers putting it in? Are we going to get to a point where we're going to be fucking jerry-rigging our Linux systems together by patching out certain things and putting certain other things? I mean, that's the headache that is headed our direction. And unfortunately, in a lot of cases, Linux does have to somewhat comply because for anybody that doesn't know, Linux is not just used by the fucking weirdo like me sitting in their desktop, it's used by a lot of big companies. Valve, for instance, distributes an entire product called a Steam Deck, which comes with a derivative of Arch Linux called SteamOS. SteamOS uses systemd. And because SteamOS is technically sold in the state of California, and a lot of these states that are pushing for these laws, they do have to introduce a lot of these unfortunate restrictions that we don't really fucking care for. And that goes for anybody that's selling a laptop with Linux inside it. That also goes for anybody that's selling a fucking server. That also goes for anybody that's hosting a Linux server in like a certain part of the world. That is the headache, okay? That's the fucking problem. I think when I go back to the United Kingdom and I see laws like this, what's insane about it to me is like you can read things like the online safety bill and just like one of the most hilarious forms of irony over here, even people who gave oral evidence and witnesses for this bill, people like 𝙂𝙚 𝙤𝙚, well, it turns out even people like this ended up actually getting caught into the dragnet of talking to underage children themselves. So in this case, this is a wild story where this 30-year-old man who basically wants to give oral testimony about keeping the internet safe was talking to a law enforcement officer sending a video of their penis to what they thought was a 13-year-old girl at the time. Christ. So just imagine, okay, the people who are involved in the process of producing this legislation.
This guy's gonna stop. Oh, fucking hell, what the? Oh my. Okay, calm. Keep calm. Keep calm.
The scumbag politicians in this case are the ones that are getting caught in a lot of this dog shit to begin with. You know, and it's like because of people like this, we all have to kind of pay the price ourselves. Now look, if you're an iPhone user and you're somebody that really doesn't want to give up your age or ID in any capacity, look, there are other options for now. There's at least things like Graphene OS, where at least the people behind it have said it's going to be usable by anyone in the world without requiring any personal information, identification, or even an account. Graphene OS and our services will remain available internationally. If Graphene OS devices can't be sold in a region due to regulations, so be it. And obviously, not every company has the luxury of doing that shit at all. But look, I think we do.
But a workaround is if y'all have any connections, you can pay your friend to buy the phone for you, and then have the friend send that around like your birthday or like a holiday. Say, hey, I'm just sending my friend a holiday gift for them. They really need this, and just wanted to be nice for them. Like, yeah, you could use it as an excuse to pretty much give them a graphene phone or a Lineage phone.
Had some options for privacy that are remaining, as dwindling as they may be. I just think it's insane we've gotten to a point that I feel like the battle is almost lost in that way, where, you know, overnight, like especially after this YouTube Meta lawsuit, it seems like, you know, we had Apple pushing this age verification crap, Reddit talking about using Face ID, which arguably isn't as egregious as we've seen over here. We have the Linux community basically split in half, going through a fucking civil war as to like, hey, we have this age verification compliance. And by the way, most people don't really enjoy it, but also most people don't really understand it. Even if it's malicious compliance, it's compliance nonetheless to a law that in reality should be thrown out, you know, in record time. You know, one thing that I can say is at least...
Imagine they start demanding someone who made their own Linux distro and say, hey, even though you're running your own distro, you're not distributing it anywhere, we need you to add age verification to it. Like, alright, let me just program a little program and say, give the birthday, like, I give you, send in birthday, it's like, alright, here, my birthday, I'm complying. There you go. Or pretty much program, you know, like, make your Linux distro in a way that the government can't even pull a, eternal blue.
Parts of the internet have been so kind as to like give a giant middle finger for the rest of us. Like 4chan, for instance, got fined about 450,000 British pounds for effectively lacking age verification. So unfortunately, kids, according to the Ofcom agency, were seeing pornography, right? Now, of course, obviously, with this fine, you would imagine, was 4chan scared? No. They just sent this AI image of a hamster about to eat a peanut. And that's pretty much the only logical response you can ever give to these tyrannical fucking governments and these tyrannical agencies
that's funny.
that are pushing for this kind of crap in the first place, right? Look, ultimately, at the end of the day, I think that, like I've always been saying for the end of last year and now this year, the internet's going to look so radically different, shit, even before GTA 6 actually drops, right? Like, that game is allegedly coming out November of this year.
GTA 6 has become like a folklore. GTA 6 has already become folklore before it even got released.
And I think by the time, you know, autumn rolls around, the internet around the world is going to look drastically different, because for every day that passes, right? Like for every time I scream into the void, a bill moves in motion, it passes, and in some cases people just end up kind of complying with the shit, man. Like, and it's not okay. It's not something that we should be totally fine with. Look, I think the internet and computers were made at a time where I guess people didn't imagine this was ever going to be a thing. I am so happy, actually, that computers, operating systems, the internet existed back in the 90s, because if this technology emerged with the mentality politicians have today, we would have computers that have been locked down with only approved applications allowed to be installed, approved things being done. Hell, we probably would have had OS level surveillance at this point. And that is not something that I'm fucking okay with. I am not okay with the direction this shit is taking place. But
I'm not okay with it either.
There are Linux distributions out there that at least allow you to run your computers without giving your shit up, without even making an account in some cases. There are cell phones, right, which do value your privacy. You know, Graphene OS, providers like that are actually making usable operating systems in most cases without the actual abhorrent cancers that a lot of these big companies are pumping in. But I just think it's fucking insane, man. You think that a law comes out in the UK, it can't affect you. Oh, it can.
It can.
Oh, it can. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, 𝙂𝙚, and I'm out.
Ooh. Alright, yep, I can say that. This shit ain't okay whatsoever. And for now, chat, we're gonna be moving on to Shadow Generations. There we go. Alright. Alright, let me... Boom. There we go. Alright. Alright. We're doing this. Perfect. Alright, we already have Shadow Story. Oh yeah, come on. There we go. Aww. Maria! Oh, actually, that's true.
Can we wake him up now? Can I meet him?
I believe so, yes. It is time to awaken the ultimate life force. Welcome to the world, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Ooh.
Shadow, this is Rouge. Do you copy?
Shadow here. I copy.
Are you still aboard the Ark?
Yes, I arrived at the space colony an hour ago.
Well, you're missing the birthday party. I hope you're planning on being here.
I already told you. Gunn detected an unusual biosignature aboard the Ark. I'm not leaving until I eliminate any possible threat.
There's free food.
Ooh, let's go.
Fine. I've got you now. I won't let you get away. right. This is the ultimate power. Ultimate power. Chaos control! Let's do this. Ultimate power.
Let's go! Oh, options. Let's go! Remember, Doom just got Dragon Highway.
We meet again, Shadow the Hedgehog. My latest creation. This is your doing.
This is still pretty cool.
The promised time will arrive once more. You cannot deny your fate.
tracking. He's hid. I won't let him escape.
Let's go. Ooh, alright. I say... No. Didn't want that. I see that was cool. Oh, come on.
The fake Chaos Emerald Tails made to foil the Doctor's plans. Even I have a hard time distinguishing between the two of them.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah,
He's a good girl.
I'm rare. We gotta complete Act 2, let's go.
This is the ultimate power.
Okay, maybe I can do that. What the fuck? Hold on.
This is the ultimate power.
Alright.
What was that new power? I've never done anything like that before. It's not something I should normally be able to do.
Hold on,
Yet
Shadow
it
looks
felt
different.
natural. What could be causing these mutations?
Or the textures may be broken a bit, but you look so cool, much cooler.
Maria, wait!
Maria? No. She's gone. I'm seeing things.
Are you Shadow? Are you?
Maria!
Oh no.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do it for me.
Maria?
For all the people on that planet. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh no.
I need to stay focused. Deal with the problem at hand, not chase dreams.
Yeah, okay, the iPhone is disgusting.
Something calls to me.
No! No!
Doom spheres.
Out of my way!
Come on. Oh no. Real Canyon, let's fucking go!
Chaos control!
Out of my way.
Chaos control! This is the ultimate power.
There we go. Sorry for not speaking that much. Mm. Alright, that's not creepy at all. Hey cutie. Hey Street Fighter, how are you? Alright. Let's do this.
This is the ultimate power.
Alright, let's see it. Alright, let's do this. Let's go. Why is Jones Mall different overall? That glitch with the pizza. I probably didn't know any mods.
Out of my way!
Out of my way!
The orchestra of All Hail Shadow
Something calls to me.
Yeah. I kind of want people to mishear it as Sonic calls to me. So it can be truly Sonic Shadow Generations.
No! No!
Wait, hold on real quick. Okay, yeah. Damn, Shadow, what did we do to you?
It's fine. Not bad.
Alright, we gotta play both challenges.
Chaos control! Ultimate power! Chaos control! Chaos control!
Okay, I'm at a loss. Alright. Let's see what this is about. Alrighty. Here's Sonic X. Oh, you mean Sonic X. Do this. Alright. Ooh, let's go.
Out of my way.
Chaos control to reach 10.
This is the ultimate power. This is the ultimate power.
Let's go. Ooh. Alright.
Chaos control!
How to get S rank?
This is the ultimate power. Let's do this. 3. All right. This is the ultimate power.
Let's go. So we're not reaching as much as I should. Let's get the first boss.
Freeze! Tortured soul, I will end your suffering. It's no use. You can't keep pace with me. Your energy is still unstable. I need to target the life
My average is dodge. Oh shit.
You think those will stop me? Mutation. Too easy. Alright, Pop. I already know where the place is.
Let's go! Alright, look at these. Alright. Alright.
Stop struggling. Cling to a pure fate. I'll show you which of us is the true ultimate life form. Out of my out of my way. This is the ultimate power. Take this!
Let's go! Let's fucking go! Whew.
I destroyed you once. I will do it again.
Let's go.
You defeated us, but the Black Horns live on. And this temporal anomaly has accelerated my plans to revive my forces and consume the world.
Show yourself. We'll finish this here and now.
You are not ready yet. We are not ready yet. Once you have been perfected, then we will have our reckoning.
Something calls to me.
Yeah, Sonic is calling to you. Take me in the corner, thank you. Oh, what are you actually calling? Welcome to Blixen. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Insert, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We're playing Shadow Generations. We'll repeat Sonic Generations. Not being pretty much Shadow Story. So technically... this portion of Sonic is Sonic's the based on Sonic Story. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's do it.
Let's do this. Chaos control!
Is it loud? Hold on. Let's turn down a little bit. Oh. Like that. Alright, alright, it's still a bit loud. Alright. I turned down a little bit, but I don't want to turn down too much. Alright, I already turned down on my end, so it's not like blasting my ears. But like, you can also pretty much turn down on your end as well. Pretty much, I just had like My stream set up in a way because people used to my chat used to tell me that, oh, your streams are too quiet, so I managed to set up in a way that's not too loud but also not too quiet. I believe it's fine. Hopefully it's better now.
This is the ultimate power. All right. Chaos control. This is the ultimate power.
Alright, that was good, that was good, that was good. Now I'm gonna play like 2, let's fucking go.
Let's do this. Chaos control! Freeze! Chaos control!
Ooh. Ooh, big there. Let's go.
Hello. Your name's Shadow, isn't it? Have you seen my good buddy, Froggy?
Oh, Shadow made a chuckle. Made a smirk.
Hey there.
Yeah. Alright.
ultimate power. This is the ultimate power. Let's do this. 3.
Here we go.
So you think this will stop me?
Your evolution has been a sight to behold.
Let's just do it, give us the S rank. We have to finish off with Act 2 and the cutscene.
power. Control! Out of my way! Let's do this. Chaos control! This is the ultimate power.
Ooh. Alright. Ooh, we got done. We got done with that.
Where did you learn to fight like that?
They must be from a point in time before the Ark disaster. Perhaps I can change their fate.
Wait a minute, I just realized something.
Shadow? You look grim. Are you all right?
I'll be fine. We'll all be fine. Find somewhere safe to hide. I'll take care of everything.
I just realized something. So, Maria's voice actor for Shadow Generations is the same voice actor as for Value from Genshin Impact. If you can squint your ears just hard enough, you can hear it as well.
Oh, Shadow.
I want to say pretty much we're gonna be Oop, yeah, thank you. So chat, I want to say pretty much we're gonna be ending off here. Allowing to, but yeah, chat, we're gonna be pretty much ending off here. I'm excited to pretty much do more of the challenges and more of the actual boss fights as well. Alright, chat. But pretty much I just want to say just thank you everyone for joining today's stream. My name is Brandon Bliss. I'm a variety streamer. I stream lots of video games, chat suggest me, as well as I draw art, and hopefully I'll be doing 3D modeling for everyone here. Then get like for the rest of the night, I'm probably gonna relax. Maybe like have some more pizza and just have late night relaxation. Chat. I'm pretty much a night owl through and through. As much as I would like to say I'm an early bird, I'm not an early bird at all. I'm a night owl. I like the night shift. I like the graveyard shift. But yeah, I want to say just thank everyone for joining today's stream. Thank everyone for following me on Twitch and other streaming platforms. And thank you everyone on YouTube for subscribing to me. Welcome to all the new Blitzies just joined. Hopefully you'll enjoy. I hope you enjoy your time here. And if there's any questions or concerns you may have, feel free to join our Discord. Oh, Redeem, good girl. You're good. You're a good girl, Ark. You're a good girl. Alright. That being said, oh yeah, we do have I already know about all the issues with Discord and age verification, stuff like that. But we do have our own Discord. And we have our own... We have two backup servers, Fluxer and Root App. We're using those two just in case Discord just goes full AWOL. And pretty much makes the platform just unusable, as Discord is actively trying to do that. Then we said, as well as we do have Nightbot for YouTube as well. Y'all can do the same commands that I have for on Twitch. You can also do on YouTube as well. That being said, okay, keep going, Blitzies. Bye bye, matinee.